Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about Horimiya, the anime series, right? I really like this series. It's very clean, as they say. It's very nice, free flowing animation. It's just nice to watch. It's just animation style is pretty good, right? So the story is about Izumi and Kyouko, right? So it's just two different people, just different people, right? So we see them in class. So Kyouko is like popular, right? There's many friends, there's many people around. It talks very social and stuff. And Izumi, right, just a loner. He's long hair when we see him, but they change it halfway through the season, right? The first season. So he's just long hair, gloomy, doesn't talk to anybody, antisocial, right? So that's basically what we see from them. And then Izumi, they're the loner, right? He's just walking down the road. Then he sees Kyouko with her little brother, right? So she doesn't recognize him, but it's completely different outside of school. He has like piercings, and and he looks completely different. Like he's not even the same person. So Izumi sees her, then they get to talking a little bit because of it's called Kyoko's little brother. So Kyoko's little brother likes Izumi, right? So it happens that they invite him to the house, and then the little brother is having fun with him. It's a great time, right? Then he keeps coming to the house, right? But then there's a bit of confusion because in class, like at school, right? They don't really talk that much. But Izumi thinks that she would want to talk to him because he's completely different in school than outside. So, but basically they start talking, in class as well and outside, and then Izumi keeps coming to her house and everything. I like the romance part where so Izumi likes her, but then Kyoko also likes him, but she doesn't know. She's not like sure. I don't know if it's like is it like in real life, like girls, like is it like they don't know if they like the guy or not. Maybe just they need more time, right? It could just be it. So it's like they kind of like it's like, do I like him? Yeah, it's just like another 3 episodes where she's like, maybe it does look cool. I like the piercings. His hair looks pretty cool. I also like the part where he gets a haircut, right? And all the girls are like, "Oh, Izumi, yeah, let's go." And then she's like, "Come on, I liked him when he didn't have all this stuff, right?" So she gets jealous that Izumi is getting all this attention and stuff. But I like an anime where like one episode, this guy is getting like all the girls and everything. He's like a baller, and then after she stops being jealous or whatever. The girls disappear, right? Maybe it's just because since we're seeing it from her point of view, when she stops seeing it, we stop seeing it, or is it that in general the writer's like, yeah, okay, that's done. Let's just leave it. Like, how does this stop? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like one day every girl is like in love with you, and the next day they don't. You look the same. Nothing changed, and you really do anything. I don't know. It's just a season thing. Same with like the beach episode where it's like, all right, let's go to the beach in every single anime. What about one time we don't go to the beach? Well, why don't we go to like a winter place? I know in Japan there's a place where you can go snowboarding and skiing, right? Let's just go there for a little bit of a trip there, right? Why do we always have to go to the beach? But anyways, back to the series, right? So I think it was Izumi was sick, right? And then they had a moment when one of them said, I like you, right? And that starts off like a cascade of different emotions, like, oh wow, he likes me, here we go, here we go. But they finally end up together, right? And so one of the classmates that Kyoko talks to likes her as well, right? So he asked her out. She's like, nah, nah, fam, we won't. You're too late, too little, too late. I'm with Izumi now. Then Izumi and the guys start beefing a bit, but then it's funny because he lost, but they become friends and everything. So that was pretty cool and pretty clean, right? So I feel like if you really get to know somebody like really well, that's when the romance starts. Not like when you just know them a little bit, like just like in class and stuff. Like knowing somebody in class doesn't really mean you know anybody. They have to be in class, right? So it doesn't it doesn't mean like, you guys know each other. It's just because you have to be in the same place all the time. Like if you go to work, you see the same person over and over again. Doesn't mean you guys will start liking each other. You have to do things outside of work and stuff for things to actually start moving forward. So that's what I think, right? So, but the show is pretty good. I didn't see the romance going in that way that fast. Because normally I thought it would take like 12 episodes for us to get what we got in like 4. And that's what I also like it, right? But there's so many. I think it's in like a trope now, whereas like you have to wait 2 seasons for them to hold hands. I'm like, no, please, no, please don't drag it out to like 12 episodes. But I'll be honest, yeah, like after episode 7, maybe after episode 7, the show just becomes terrible. Like there's no direction, right? So at the beginning, the direction is like, okay, Izumi is a loner, and then Kyouko is the outgoing person. Just find a way to get them together, right? So we have a direction. We're moving forward with that, and then we move on to like the episode where like Kyouko is jealous. So we get that. Then we get the episode where the guy asks Kyouko and she says no. Now him and the guy and Izumi are having conflict. So that's a direction. But after that, like it just becomes directionless. It becomes like imagine like a mashed potato, just like a jumbo dop. I don't know where we're going. Like are we going for the Japanese festival? Like I guess they have a Christmas festival. Are we going for the summer festival? Are we even take a beach episode, right? Like where are we gonna try to solve the piercing problem? Like he has a lot of it's not a problem. I'm just saying that he has a lot of piercing. Maybe we can go in that direction, right? I feel like there was no direction of that. Even the manga, I also read the manga as well. After like maybe the 10th chapter, I don't know. I don't think he knows what he's doing. I mean, no offense, of course. The beginning is great, but we lost direction. But I feel like I like the series Rent a Girlfriend. Like I get it might be long and boring, but I get the direction. The direction is trying to get Izumi right with the girl. I've got her name right now. Trying to get Izumi with the girl, right? How do we do it? We have to go through like a maze and everything, but at least we know the goal and the reason. Like what's the goal? What do we? Because if we accomplish the goal in episode 6, why do we need 6 more episodes to keep doing this, right? But other than that, enough of that. Enough of that. But otherwise, the show was great. Characters are it's good. Lively, fragrant, all those great words. I can't recommend enough. I feel like if you want to watch a good romance, you just watch like 6-7 episodes. When it starts getting monotonous and kind of boring a little bit, you just turn it off, right? But since only half of it is good, I feel like I'll give it a 6 out of 10, right? But you guys tell me what you guys think. If you guys are gonna keep watching it, have you finished the manga, or what's going on? I'd love to know. Should I keep watching it or should I keep reading the manga? You guys tell me, leave in the comments, and I'll sort it out. Thank you.